Okay, so this video will be made in my current state because I can't. All right. Went to the doctor because I was having an issue, and they decided that I needed to have a check done, which required them taping something to my skin. So I go there to have the tape removed from my skin, and I say to the guy that my skin is very sensitive. He's like, "Oh, it's a little hard. It would be a little hard." So I say, "Oh, it's okay." So he's taking the tape off, and he proceeds to take my skin off for a great portion with the tape. So I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa. You're literally taking my skin off." He's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." So I'm like, you're doing it too hard." He's like, it's not hard, yada yada. Like, all right. So I don't let him take it off any further. I take it off myself. And when I tell you that the top layer of a great portion of my breast was removed with the tape. So this guy does this half-assed apology and asks me if I want alcohol and tells me it doesn't hurt. So I say, yes, it does hurt. He's like, "Really?" "Yes, you took the top layer of my skin off." I'm not understanding your question. Like, of course it hurts. You took off my skin. So he says, "Alcohol, here's some alcohol." So we wipe it off with alcohol, and he gives me a piece of gauze, and I put the gauze over it. It's on my breast, right? So I put the gauze over it. And so he's the medical technician. So, then he's like, "Okay, we're finished." I'm like, "Okay, but I need something for the wound." He's like, "Oh, it doesn't hurt." Like, how are you going to tell me it does? I need something for the wound. So he's like, "Oh, come with me." We go downstairs, and the admission attendant, he gets the admission attendant, and the admission attendant is like, "Oh, it doesn't hurt, right?" I'm like, "Why are you asking me? Why do you people keep asking me if it doesn't hurt?" I say to him, "If you had the top layer of your skin removed, would it hurt?" "Yes." I'm like, "Okay, I'm the same. It hurts." "Really?" I'm like, "Yes, it's skin. You took off my skin. Obviously, that hurts." So he says, "Oh, he's so sorry. Oh, there's nothing he can give me for it." Like, I didn't expect you to give me something for it. You're the admission attendant. But I need something for it. "Oh, it's okay." Like, don't tell me it's okay. You took off the top layer of my skin. It's not okay. Like, are you for real? So he says, again, it doesn't. So I said, "Stop saying it doesn't hurt. Stop telling me it doesn't hurt." So I got annoyed at him, and I said to him, "Listen, I came to this hospital with 0 injuries. I got an injury here. You are responsible. This hospital is responsible. No woman wants to walk around with a scar on her breast. So me going home will make no difference. Skin is to protect you. The protection is you need to replace it with something else, so I don't get a scar on my breast." So he goes, "Oh, okay, I understand. He goes away and come back to say that the doctor that is able to do these things is not there. The doctor that is there now is there for emergencies, and this is not an emergency." And I'm like, "I'm sorry, you hurt me here at your hospital. You damaged me here. I am not going home with my skin like this." So then finally a nurse comes out, and she's like, "Oh, maybe we can do something about it. It doesn't hurt though." So I said to her, "Are you feeling it?" "Sumasen, what do you mean?" I'm like, "Are you feeling it? Did your skin get removed from your breast?" No." I'm like, "Exactly. It hurts. Oh, it hurts. I said, yes, it hurts. By this time, I was so livid, like I was so unbelievably angry that 3 separate persons insist to me with only one of those 3 persons saw the wound. Only one. And the guy who saw it, the guy who made it, he was so taken aback that he removed his hand immediately from my body because he was so terrified and horrified of the fact that he took off my breasts. And these other 2 people feel emboldened enough to tell me that it doesn't hurt, having not seen the wound. Anyway, so we get inside to the doctor, and the doctor is so friendly and so helpful and is speaking his best English to help me. And I had to work overtime to be polite to this man, because this man is, when I tell you that the man is being, not just because he's speaking English, but he's being really friendly and really polite and really accommodating and like a doctor should be, like a medical care professional should be. And I had to work overtime to, be decent to the man, because by this time I was livid. This is like almost an hour of me going back and forth with these other people telling me I should go home, and if I get an infection I should come back, and all these kind of things. All of this happening in Japanese, and my broken Japanese, and their non-attempt at English, and their very, very, very limited ability to understand anything that isn't perfect textbook Japanese. Okay, so finally the doctor looks at it and he's like, oh, it must be painful. I'm like, as mercy, it must be painful. I'm like, yes, it is. He's like, okay, we don't want to leave the wound exposed. We're going to give you something to cover it. So I said to him, I don't think I want to put tape on my skin again because my skin is very soft. And he's like, yeah, your skin seems to be very soft. And yeah, we're not going to use tape. The thing that we're giving to you is something that we use with burn victims and stuff. And it should be perfectly okay with helping you heal. And when you're and he's explaining the whole procedure to me. And the man is acting like somebody who learned about bedside manner and how to be a professional and how to care for someone who's ill. So now I'm going to show you the covered womb so that you can have a slight understanding. And it's on my breast, so I'm going to have to do some fancy maneuver to not expose myself to the whole world. All right, so let's go. How can we do this? So those covered areas, you see that pale section? That's the exposed part of my body. And it's 3 different sections that the skin was ripped off, like literally ripped off. So those areas, and they hurt. If I press on, it hurts. Like as if somebody ripped your skin off. All right, so he covered those areas, and then he gave me some additional of the whatever this is to put on it after I've showered. And he says, like, use it for 3 days because the first layer will kind of glaze over after 3 days, and you're unlikely to get an infection after that. So I'm just like, thank you. Like, literally a person who understands that other people are people. Suffice it to say, when I'm leaving the hospital, as if they want me to go to admissions again, I looked them up and down like, I am definitely not paying to have whatever you did repaired. So I just took my bag and just looked at them like, and just left. None of them said anything to me, not even the security. It was just like literally I should be calling the damn police or calling a lawyer to sue your ass and sue your hospital for damaging me. And you, I think you should, the way I hear of Japanese omotenashi, I would expect somebody to be running around crazy like, oh my God, we gotta help her. How do we help her? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I expect you to be falling on the damn floor, kissing my feet in apology, because you literally, it's such a simple procedure to remove tape from somebody's skin. It's so simple. And I'm not going to be disingenuous. This guy wasn't being especially rough. He really wasn't. I said to him that my skin is sensitive. That my skin is mad sensitive. I scratch myself all the time. If I wear tight clothes that is too tight, leaves like deep gores in my skin. My skin is really sensitive. I said that to him. But I guess looking at me, he's like, nah, she's fine. Rip. And then he had the nerve. There was like 1, 2, like 5 different sections that were taped. This guy had the nerve to want to remove the other sections. I'm like, no. I will remove it myself. And granted, it was an accident. He wasn't being malicious. He was being ignorant, and he was being Japanese in that, oh, I'm Japanese. I'm the professional. I know what I'm doing. No matter what, you can't tell me about yourself more than I can know about my profession. So no matter what, anybody who had gone to him, he would have handled them the same way, except they might not have the paper thin skin or the reaction that my skin would have, and then they won't get damaged. So it's so simple. Be gentle, gentler than usual. If a patient expresses concerns, just be gentler than usual. How much effort can it take? And if you so happen to cause damage to a patient, just see what you can do to alleviate whatever pain, discomfort, or whatever the patient might be feeling, because you are definitely at fault. This is definitely not okay. Fix it. Anyways, the one doctor, he was really professional and really kind and really helpful. And I will just end the video on that note so that it ends positively, right? On a positive note. That doctor was very professional and helpful.